Hi, Uncle Roger here. Oh no, it's Jimmy has no garage. Hey, today's very exciting day because I'm gonna go on a road trip and pick something up after work. Gotta head to work now. Just got off work and meet up with my girlfriend. Heading out to our destination now. We should be there in like 5 hours. I'm gonna let Sammy drive first because she needs her glasses at night. I'm gonna take over later to be safe. Going on a road trip on a Miata of course is uncomfortable. You see all the food laying around on the ground, all the stuff that you want to eat, the keys and the drinks. I have to put it like behind the seat. How far would you travel for something cheap? This time we're driving all the way from Los Angeles to almost San Jose. We're going to meet the seller on a Saturday morning, but we don't really want to start driving at like 3 a.m. That's too much. So we booked a hotel at a nearby city, drive up there on Friday afternoon, stay a night, and meet the seller next day. This morning I've also checked my oil and coolant levels and my tire pressures. So wish me good luck. I have a girlfriend that drives a stick shift car and she's willing to share half of the miles with me. What more can I ask for? After some traffic, we are finally leaving Los Angeles. I don't want to overdub this part because it feels very stupid to scream. But I was saying the second bad thing going on a road trip with a Miata is that it's freaking noisy. My Manso exhaust has a drone at 3000 RPM, so plus the wind noise is unbearable. You know what's famous about the Miata? Slow. Going up this uphill mountain road with 2 people in the Miata is a real challenge for the car. And Sammy actually refused to drop down to 4th gear, so we stay on the right side of the road for the most time. The more we drove, the more yellow mountains we saw. Here's a clip of Sammy speeding. After getting through this mountain, the air suddenly became very dry and hot. And it was at this moment I realized that we were in the inland of, I don't know, California. From here on, everything we saw was flatlands and, I don't know, farms. I'm from Hong Kong, an extremely crowded city filled with skyscrapers. We never get to see views like these. I felt very tiny, like a piece of dust in this world. We drove 2 hours already. Time to take a break and add some gas. The sun's going down, so I stopped recording. Damn, I wish this time-lapse video can be less shaky. 2.5 hours later, we've arrived at the hotel.
Day 2.
Just checked out from the hotel and we're gonna head to the seller's place now. So turns out the seller lives in the forest and the trees are huge. Unfortunately, I couldn't record the process of me making the purchase because I was excited. I have to check it, I have to move it around, and I'm not shameless. So yeah, deal with it. Oh, I haven't tell you what I'm getting driving 300 miles, but you'll see in a second. I think for me it's the deal of the century, especially in California. Oh yeah, baby! This is the reason why I have to drive 300 miles up, the hardtop. Great price, and I was able to jump on it quick enough. Super happy about the purchase. Now we're gonna head to the beach. Man, look at all these people in the beach. I think we all should really be staying at home during these times. I feel almost guilty for being out there, so we had a lunch and we just decided to leave this place. We spent an afternoon along the coast after getting the top, but during these times, there wasn't really a lot of places to go to, so we're gonna go home now. Again, Sammy is gonna drive first, and I'm gonna drive later. We are honestly an hour and a half away from San Francisco, and we should have really driven up to the Golden Gate Bridge and take some cool pictures with the car, like Daniel Wu with his Honda S800. But you know, with the pandemic, we weren't really supposed to go anywhere, and there weren't a lot of places to go to as well, and my school schedule didn't really allow me to do like another 2 days up there, so we left. Here's another clip of Sammy speeding. A 100 miles per hour didn't feel like 100 miles because there is no one in the front. She doesn't allow me to turn on the AC because that makes the car much slower. So hot. Hey, there's a gas station in the front and the time has come to 2.5 hours remaining, so it's time to switch over. We are almost home, and the car ran great, didn't blow up, didn't overheat, so I'm glad.
No, don't worry about me. I will help them. I want you to promise me to survive, to take this message for our country.
Remember the mountain road like we saw earlier, like leaving Los Angeles? It was an uphill mountain road for almost half hour, and I kid you not, I was in 4th gear and full throttle for the whole time in order to keep up with the BMWs and Lexus. I thought that the black top won't match the red car very well, but with the diffuser and a wing in the future, I think it's gonna look great. So overall speaking, I'm very happy with this purchase. I got it for $600. Some of you guys may think that $600 is not really that cheap, but in California, I think it's a good deal. And as we all know, the Miata hardtop prices has skyrocketed in the past year. The good ones are like what, 2K? Being able to get this hardtop was pure luck. Let me tell you the story. So the other day I was at work, and you know, when you're at work, more or less you're gonna look at the Facebook or Instagram and something, you know, right? So that's what I did. And this ad popped up. A Miata hardtop, $500. I messaged the seller right away. The pictures in this listing wasn't like actual pictures of the hardtop. She found some random blacktop pictures on Google and posted it. So right away I asked for the actual pictures for the hardtop, and she said, the hardtop is in the shed. Let me ask my husband to take some pictures for you tomorrow. At this point I realized that this is not a scam, it's real. So immediately I told her that I want it and I just want to see actual pictures before I commit and drive 300 miles up. And the next day she did send me the pictures. She was also kind enough to ignore all other inquiries for the hardtop. So I took a tiny risk. I sent her $50 on Venmo as a deposit and we set up a time to meet up. So I think I was really lucky because buying and selling on Facebook is always first come first serve. And there are actually people that are willing to pay higher price for the hardtop. But the seller was an older lady and she was quite ethical, I think. And according to her, I was the first one to message her, so she held it for me. Another reason why I think this was pure luck was because the Facebook marketplace I browsed on that day wasn't from my area. It showed me a hardtop 300 miles away because I constantly look for Miata stuff on Facebook marketplace. Plus, the top was only put up for 10 minutes. If I didn't text right away or browse Facebook marketplace at the right time, I won't be the first one. It was pure luck. Fuck the flies, man. So after installing the top, I can already feel that the car is stiffer. It used to rattle a lot when I go over the railways, but now it's much quieter. So apart from not being able to remove the hardtop whenever I like, I think there's no downside to have a hardtop. I can always ask for a friend to take off the hardtop with me. So now let's look at the top and see what work has to be done to it to make it look nice. Although it's pretty nice already. Some scratches on the passenger side. I think I'm gonna touch it up, sand it, and buff it. Some stains or haze, I don't know what it is, but a buff would take that away definitely. So I'm not worried about that. Or even a wash. On the driver's side there are 2 scratches as well as the front. Some stains on the edge. Again, touch of paint. Some oxidation on the chrome covers. Pretty easy to remove. What, steel wool? I might have to replace the rubber around the windows as well because it peeled off. Or maybe I can stick it back, I don't know yet. These window seals are in great shape. They feel very soft to touch. Again, the top was stored in the shed for a couple years without seeing sun, so before with the soft top I always have to worry about raining because the window seals on the soft top are 3 pieces. Now I don't have to worry about rain anymore. Baller. The latches are in great shape too, but they could use some cleaning. As for the latches on the side, I also took them off to clean them, and also I will have to find some striker plates to install it on the car because mine didn't come with it. There's no tint on the rear window, so I might consider tinting it in the future. That should help lowering the temperature in the cabin. Well guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. This is my first travel or vlog type of video. I've never done it before. I hope you enjoy watching it as much as I did editing it. We're gonna start work on the hardtop in the next episode. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe. See you next time.